Hi, my name is Ashton Calico, and this is my classroom management presentation based off of what Harry Wong would say that we need our classroom plan. So the first thing about my classroom is the mission statement. And one thing that I do want to talk about is that at the beginning of this summer term, I thought that I was going to be teaching a kindergarten class. So some of this stuff is based for kindergarten, whereas then later on through the term, I realized that I may be teaching a 4th/5th grade classroom. And so that's why you'll see like the reward system may be not based on kindergarten. So the mission statement. So whether something is easy or hard, we will always try our best. We will always be the best we can. We will learn and work to treat our friends, classmates, and teachers a way that we would like to be treated. We will learn our letters and sounds. We will learn how to count up to 100. We will be proud and confident in what we do. We will be helpful, not hurtful, in our class. Our kindergarten year is going to be great, and we are going to be a proud, and then insert like school name and mascot. So like hometown I'm from is the Lincoln Wolves. So our kindergarten year is going to be great, and we are going to be a proud Lincoln Wolf. So that's how that's supposed to go. And I just think that this kind of covers, a little bit about like what we're going to learn. And it's kind of a summary of how, we're going to be good to our friends, our classmates, our teachers, and we're going to be proud of ourselves. So class rules, I kept them brief because I think they're easy to remember when they're brief and you don't have too many of them. So number 1, treat others how you want to be treated. That's the golden rule for me. That is the rule that I really want my students to understand, is that if you don't want, name calling at you, or you don't want to be, not talked to the playground or made fun of, or, even hit, then you don't do it to somebody else. Then also just the second rule, keep our desks, stations, and floor clean. This is like a sense of responsibility I want them to have, that we're not going to be messy. We're going to learn, because I think this plays into other aspects of their lives. If we keep our desks, stations, and floor clean, that might, be good to take home, and maybe their bedrooms will become, and so then number 3, the speaker should have our ears and eyes, but not mouth. I picked this one because when I sub-taught, I would tell students this, and it seemed to really get their attention when somebody was trying to talk, and I would tell the rest of the class, we should only be giving them our ears and eyes right now, but not our mouth. Our mouth should not be moving. And then always try our best, because I don't want students, I don't want to hear that, well, I can't do this, or this is too hard. I'm just going to tell them, it may be right now, but I want you to try your best at what you're doing. So class procedures, the first thing, entering the classroom. So I want them to come in, and then I'm going to have a chart that has clips, and there's a not here side and here side. So they first come in, and then you put their name clip on the here side. Then they need to put their backpacks and lunch boxes in their cubbies. And then what I plan on doing is I plan on having some baskets of, and so this will be like their free time, so they can either free read. I'll have a basket of scratch paper where they can free draw, or I'll also have a basket of crossword puzzles and word searches, and they can work on some of those for fun. Or there may be a stack of math flashcards that they can do. And this is just for those, those first 10, 15 minutes when they're in the classroom, and, the day quite hasn't started yet. And so then there'll be the announcements and the pledge, and the attendance will be taken, and their lunch count, and then the day will begin. And so then transitioning classes, if I'm in that 4th, 5th grade setting, a lot of those grades now, even when they're in the elementary building, they do switch to a reading teacher to a math teacher. And so, I want the current class to put away the papers and folders we use, and then they need to take whatever needed folders and pencils for their next class. But then if we're going to recess, they need to make sure that they have their coats or jackets if it's needed. And I'm going to assign somebody to be like the equipment monitor of the week. And so like if there's like a, kickball that we're bringing outside, or jump ropes or hula hoops, they're the equipment people that get to bring that out that day. Okay, so bathroom breaks. So I know sometimes bathrooms are part of the classroom, and so if it is, then it's one at a time in the restroom, and I'm going to have a sign that one side's red and one side's green. If it's turned to red, it means it's in use. If it's turned to green, it means it's open. If the bathroom's in the hallway, what I really want to do is there'll be one girl pass and one boy pass. And how this will be represented is in the form of a stuffed animal. And so when they have to go to the bathroom, they're going to take their stuffed animal and set it on their desk so that I know, okay, so-and-so is out of their desk and they got the stuffed animal on the desk, so they're in the bathroom. I think that'd be the best way for me to also see, like, who's gone. And then, of course, we'll take a class bathroom break after lunch and after recess. Okay, so turning in paper. So I'd like for there to be color-coded baskets on based on subjects or class period. And then technology, I'd like to have a center that at least has either laptops or iPods or iPads to have for center rotation time, where they can play on approved apps or websites. Okay, so classroom rewards and consequence, mine's kind of based off an actions bank. So this is more for that 3rd through 5th grade level. So it's based on earning and losing $1. So like ways to earn $1 is being helpful to one another, putting our backpack lunchboxes where they go, cleaning our desks, picking up trash, doing all our work or homework, staying on task, and having good transitions. Those are ways to earn $1. Now, ways to lose $1. Being hurtful to one another, our backpack and lunchbox are not in the right spot, pencils, crayons, papers, folders not put up at the end of the day, there's trash under our desk at the end of the day, being off task, having bad transitions, interrupting or distracting while a speaker has the floor. And so how this works is that, how this action banks works is earning $10 lets them have a Friday fun time. And Friday fun time means like we're going to be playing board games, drawing or painting, there's going to be electronics, and I'm even thinking about doing a Play-Doh station. And so this would be about 15 to 20 minutes long. Well, at the end of each week, we're going to count the class total, like on Fridays too, we're going to count the class total of dollars earned. And when the class reaches $1,000 altogether, they're going to get a class reward of either like a movie day in the classroom, extra recess, or maybe like a ice cream sundae day, or maybe lunch in the class with teacher. And so then I also want to see, like, after the class earns like 1,000, maybe 2 or 3 times, then maybe make it higher to 1,500 or 2,000 or 2,500, but I'm going to keep the individual $10 the same. Okay, so classroom signals. What I like about these classroom signals, these are for like when we're in the class and I just need their attention, giving an announcement, or maybe their noise level is too high, or we're beginning a transition. So one that I like is, I'll say peanut butter, and they say jelly time. And then teacher, 3, 2, 1, and then they clap. Then one thing I really liked using when I was sub-teaching is that the variety of clapping patterns. So like it might be like 1, 2, 3, and then the students would have to repeat that 1, 2, 3. Or you can do 1, 2, and then clap on the legs twice, but they would have to repeat that. And so now a signal for when we're in like a quiet place like a library or museum, or in a larger crowd or assembly where I can't really be shouting or clapping, then I'm going to hold 4 fingers in the air, and each finger represents ready to think, ears listening, mouth quiet, feet and hands are still. So there's 4 points. And so when they see the 4-finger signal, then their response is that they're going to tap their head because they're ready to think. They're going to touch their ears. They're ready to listen. They're going to touch their lips. Their mouths are quiet. And their hands are on their lap, which means they're still and ready. Okay, so as a parent-teacher-student contract, I found this one sort of online, and I really liked how it was worded. So for the parent part, so it has a lot to do with, supporting the school, listening to your child about their day, taking the time to read with them, and, showing up to a school activity, and also just talking with their child about their day at school. And then the student part. So, it's always trying their best. They're going to be kind and helpful. They're going to show respect. They're going to, come to school prepared. They're going to take their own responsibility of, making sure that they read as well. And they need to take responsibility, too, of talking to their parents about their school activities. So even if their parent asks them, how'd your day go, and they don't want to talk to them about it, well, this way, this is their responsibility, too, to also talk to your parent about your school day. And as a teacher, my job is that I'm going to show respect for each child and his or her family. I'm going to make efficient use of the learning time. I want the classroom to feel comfortable and safe. And if the parents need assistance so that they can help students with assignments, I'm going to be that. I'm not going to give students a homework assignment and the students have no idea what to do, and then the parents have no idea what to do, because that just creates a whole frustrating situation where the students get frustrated and the parents get frustrated, and then they're both frustrated, like at me, at the teacher, and I don't want to create that. And then and then I also want to, I don't want to be that teacher who just gives, worksheets after work. I'm going to use some special activities in the classroom to make, learning enjoyable. And I'm not going to leave the parents in the dark, not till like parent-teacher conference all of a sudden they don't know that their child's behind. No, I'm going to make sure that they can see their achievement and their progress through the year. And then so this would be the signatures. So like I'd sign it, and then I'd have the student take it home and sign it, and the parent sign it. So anyway, that's just a little bit about what I would like to have in that's just a little bit about my classroom management plan in my future classroom. And I'm looking forward to teaching this upcoming school year.